Before we officially get started, I have a couple of lost and found items. A cross, set of car keys, and a Fitbit that has 559 steps on it. It's a VW, so if any of you, they will be right here. They're not going anywhere. Okay?
Do you get the car with the keys?
Well, suppose we could have a raffle, then we'd have to find the car. Whenever you're ready, Peggy, we'll start it. I'm going to call the spring congregational meeting of Irvine United Congregational Church to order at 12:15. Cindy, do we have a quorum?
We do.
How many do we have?
We have 106.
That is wonderful. 106 people are here. We need 86, so therefore we do have a quorum. I'm going to ask for an opening prayer. Sarah? Is Sarah here? Well, we have lots of people in here I know can do prayers. I don't want to... Is she out on the patio? Does somebody want to quickly see? Sarah. Oh, here she comes. Sarah, you almost lost your prayer responsibilities here. But... Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we've got you here. Okay.
Please join me in attitude of prayer. Dear God, on this Pentecost Sunday, we are reminded of all of the different places that we come from, all of the different languages that we speak, both literal languages and metaphorical languages. And we know that you hear them all and you understand them all. And as we go into this meeting today, bless our time and our conversation and the decisions that we come to. Amen.
Our parliamentarian for today's meeting is Don Bjorklund. He has his Robert's Rules of Order in hand. Hopefully we won't need it. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda for the spring congregational meeting. I would note a couple of changes before we make the approval, is that on the agenda item where it says ratification of 2016-2017 leaders, the correct term is actually election of 2016-2017 leaders, so if you would make that change. And then on page 36, where we have the 2016-2017 leadership, under the 2015-16 officers, under congregational reps, it should say Ron Steiner, not Jerry Price. So with that, is there a motion to approve the agenda for this meeting? So moved by Ashley Herndon, seconded by Brian Percy Schofield. Is there any discussion on the motion? Ashley Herndon. If not, we'll move to the vote. All those in favor, please raise your voting cards. Thank you. All those opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the 2016 Winter Congregational Meeting. Those minutes may be found on pages 2 to 5 of your packets. May I have a motion to approve the minutes? Moved by Jim Ains, seconded by Felicity Figueroa. Is there any discussion on the motion? Any additions or corrections? Seeing none and hearing none, we'll move to the vote. All those in favor of approving the minutes, please raise your voting cards. Thank you. All those opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. The next item on the agenda is the reception of reports from ministries and the committees. These may be found on pages 6 to 33 of your packet. And I would encourage you to read them. They describe in wonderful detail all the many programs and activities of this church. And it truly is a remarkable, remarkable collection of things that we have done over this past year. So do I have a motion to receive the reports from the ministries and committees? Motion by Dave Schofield, seconded by Wayne Banwell. Is there any questions on any of the reports? If not, we'll move to the vote. All those in favor of receiving the reports and ministries from ministries and committees, please raise your cards. Thank you. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. The next thing on the agenda is the election of the 2016-2017 leaders, and to that I would call your attention to pages 36 and 37, where all of the officers are listed. I would mention that if you look at the administration board, it is intact from one year to the next, and we will be thanking at a different time all the outgoing people, but we've had a wonderful collection of officers, and I'm looking forward to an exciting time with our new officers. And with that, I would accept a motion to approve the 2016, to elect the 2016-2017 leadership slate. Motion by Elizabeth Hall, seconded by Dwayne Vagert. Is there any question on any of this or discussion? Dwayne Vagert. V-J-G-R. Any discussion on the motion? If not, we'll move to the vote. All those in favor of electing the 2016-2017 leadership slate? Thank you. All those opposed? Thank you. And before we move to the next item on the agenda, Paul and I would like to say thanks to one person in particular who is stepping down. We have in this congregation a group called the Coordinating Council. Paul, myself, Dave Schofield, who's the chair of the Administration Board, and Don Price, who's the chair of the Ministries Board, serve on that group. It's truly a remarkable group to be part of, and they are indeed a blessing to my life and to what we do here as a church. One of our members of that group is stepping down, and I would like Don Price, who's the chair of the Ministries Board, to please come forward.
John, we're giving you a car. John, thank you for all of your thoughtfulness, all of the things you brought to each and every meeting that just centered us as we did the work of this church. We just truly appreciate you, and thank you for this time that you've given to us. So this is just a very small token, but it represents our love and esteem for you.
And I would just second what Paul has said. Don just brings insight that's just amazing. I'm kind of an emotional person sometimes, and Don is the person who always says, calm down, just think about it. So I will truly miss that and all the gifts she has brought. The next item on our agenda is a report from our capital campaign team on embracing IUC's future, a capital campaign update. Ann?
Good afternoon. I am Ann Ross, and I have the honor of chairing our capital campaign team. And I am also privileged to give you a short